like going for a drink, like prior to the gig that he was on. Yeah, I saw. So basically,
He's brilliant, isn't he?
so the photos started coming in from him being on the quayside. He was down at a bar called the Bridge Tavern, and then he was he was.
I'll tell you what, everyone loves him, mate.
Oh, he saw Sam Fender, the Geordie lad, the Geordie singer. Yeah. He managed to bump into him and get a photograph with him. So, brilliant, mate, brilliant.
I'll tell you something, mate. I'm so fucking pleased he got not guilty.
It's weird, isn't it? Because they were suing each other, weren't they? They were suing each other.
Yeah, but shit, everything's coming out of her mouth was bullshit. He's supposed to have punched her 6 times in the face with all them rings on. She never had a mark on her face.
Yeah, I mean, the victim playing that she was coming out with, and
people don't realise, mate. Sometimes women can be more evil than men, mate.
I agree, mate. I agree,
and that is absolute fucking fact.
It's one of them, mate. It's one of them that all that dirty linen's been washed in public, hasn't it?
Hey, how you keeping?
I'm all right, mate. It's you know yourself. You get ups and downs. When you lose somebody, mate.
Sometimes during the day, do you think she's still alive?
I can feel around us, mate. To be honest, it's still a bit raw, I guess, for everybody.
Yeah,
but
I bet it is, mate.
But it's. I do get that, mate. I mean, I probably feel more spiritual now than I did before she passed away. And the fact that she left us a lot of notes to read and stuff like that. Then
did she?
Yeah. She left probably about 60 pages of notes from different times in her life, like a diary.
Oh, nice. And what about doing a book on her then?
I think what we're going to do is she left a lot of poetry. I think me and my brother, for the anniversary of her death next year, are going to publish just a small little print run of her poetry. She always said she wanted it out there, Charlie. So I think that's what we'll do. She never wanted it out there when she was alive, but she said, when she passed away, do with it what you want.
That'd be a beautiful tribute,
Oh, I know, mate. I'm gonna actually, if you bear with us, I'll see if I can find this. I've got a little book somewhere. Might have to keep it until the next time till I speak to you. But I've got a little book which she basically left a thing in. Oh, I've got it. Hold on, here we go. So when I went to my mum's, and she I always used to go to like the bookshelf when I went to her house, and she left a little bit of paper sticking out of this book, and the book's called 10 Contemporary Poets by Morris Wallman, right? And she left this big bit of paper sticking out of it, and it had 118 Dave Returning, 150 Fable, but then she had 153, and there was no like nothing next to it, no name next to it. So of course I go to that page in the book, and in it it's a poem called A Lullaby for the Newly Dead.
Ooh.
And this is the words: sleep away the years, sleep away the pain. Wake tomorrow, a girl again. Undo the proud journey, mile upon mile. Let the light bring only a future and a smile.
Oh, heavy, mate. Beautiful.
And that was just left lying. That was just left lying in the in a bookshelf. Unbelievable,
That's
mate.
Beautiful, that man.
So yeah, look, I genuinely believe that she knew what was coming, and she put a lot of these things, together for us to find,
Yeah, so in time, like 6 months from now or a year from now, you'll just be flicking through a book or something, and you'll find something else.
I know, it's mental, isn't it? It is. It's
That'd
mental.
Be nice, that, mate.
Oh, of course it is, mate. Of course it is.
That's lovely, mate. I'm pleased to hear that.
It gives you a bit of closure in a lot of ways, and it makes
you. We've all got to go, mate, when our time's up.
Oh, of course we do, yeah.
You got to celebrate the life, not the death.
Yeah, you're right, mate. You're right, 100% right. In other news, I saw.
How's Irene's book going? Any good?
It's ticking over, mate. Yeah, it's not flying out, but she's got a book launch she's planning down in Liverpool, so that hopefully will sell a few, mate, and she'll,
And also, when that podcast comes out, she's done with that geezer. I reckon that'll help sell a few books.
Yeah, James English's podcast should help, which will be great, and hopefully she'll do Sean Atwood's as well. So, getting wide exposure like that hopefully will help it go, mate,
What's the latest on the Sayers boys?
They're all right, mate. That one-eyed idiot is still going on and on and on.
Is it still going on?
Yeah, I mean, Charlie, the whole thing's ridiculous. He's got another guy who he's involved with. He's a guy from Scarborough. I won't say his name on the phone, but basically, he basically is jumping on his YouTube channel now, and he put my.
It's like being back in the school playground. My dad would beat your dad up.
Aye, well, he put my address out on the internet.
You're joking.
No.
Cheeky bastard.
Exactly, mate. Exactly. So he doxed the address. You know what I mean? He knew what he was doing. So from his perspective, he's treading on dangerous ground.
I think he's got a bad ending, that prick, mate.
I think so, mate. I think so. But I won't say.
He's full of bitterness and hate.
Yeah. I just
fucking, when you're like that, it eats you away, mate.
It does, mate, it does. But listen, mate, I just crack on. I just do what I do, mate. I live my life. I can walk in the streets of Newcastle with my head held high, and these, you never see him anywhere near Newcastle, mate.
And anyone with half a brain knows it's his fucking problem, no one else's.
Exactly, mate. Exactly. It's strange, mate. It's strange. But yeah, other than that, everything's good. Obviously, it's a bit boring with no football on now, mate. And
Oh, it's bollocks, isn't it?
I mean, England's got a game.
I backed Scotland last night,
Yeah, Ukraine were always going to win that, weren't they?
Wankers.
I always felt Ukraine would win because of what was going on,
Yeah, they're playing with their hearts, ain't they?
They are, mate. And I mean, they've got Wales next. You know what I mean? You get.
I think Wales have put up a better fight than Scotland did.
Scotland just rolled over, didn't they?
Yeah. See, the thing is with Scotland, okay, but like Celtic and Rangers, they're good teams up there. But if they come down here, we'd smash them.
Exactly, mate. Exactly. Well, it's like bloody amateur football, isn't it?
Yeah, you spot on there. Spot on.
Yeah, it's like amateur football. I saw.
We got Hungary on Saturday.
Yeah, that's right, mate. That's right. Yeah, well, at least there's a bit of football.
Everything's all right up there, family, everybody.
Yeah, I saw the cover for the Broadmoor book as well. That looks good.
Oh yes, it's an old one, but they're reissuing it.
Yeah, is that going out through Blake's?
Oh, Blake's, yeah, that's Blake's.
That's good, mate.
Yes, what they do, they just put a new cover on and fucking bring it out, and people think it's a new book.
Yeah, well, that's it. But that's the way you do it. You rebrand it.
I say though, that is a good book,
Yeah, a brilliant book, isn't it? Great.
Well, Broadmoor's a fucking it's a legendary institution, isn't it?
Oh, of course it is, mate. Of course it is.
Apparently, it's not like it was. It's like a fucking hotel now.
Is it really?
Yeah, not most of the Victorian buildings down there. And they built new units.
Oh, right, okay. So it'll be brand new.
There now.
It's probably because somebody used to go up on the roof and dismantle it.
Hey, I spent more time on the roof there than the fucking pigeons,
Aye, I know.
Fucking loved it there. The 70s was my year,
Yeah, it was a big year, wasn't it? Big decade.
Hell.
Big decade, mate.
9 prison routes I've done, Steve.
Mental, that. Mental. What's happening with Parole?
9.
What's happening with
up there now, probably fall off.
What's happening with the Parole? Is there any news?
We had a big meeting last week. My son come on it, Georgie boy. My solicitor was up, and my solicitor, he reckons they've got to give me a date very soon for the general.
Right, okay.
It's almost certainty it will be this year.
Okay, so we're looking at July. Do you think it'll be later than that?
Honestly, I'd be guessing, but he reckons July, August time.
How do you feel about that then, with regards to, are you still optimistic, or you?
It's actually, funny you say that, it's actually 50-50 I could win this, and that is, for me, that's brilliant odds.
Yeah, of course it is.
But what my solicitor has said, he said if you were to lose it, he said it's almost certainty you will get the next one.
And is that 2 years' time?
Yep, 2 years.
Well, that's not long to wait, mate.
Well, for me, it's a, piss in the snow, but my only problem is my age. I'm not getting any younger now, Steve.
What are you now, Charlie? 70?
I'm 70 in December.
70 in December, I thought that was right.
It's a fucking liberty, mate, isn't it?
So how many years is that you'll have done behind the doors?
47.
Bloody hell, that's mental.
In that 69 days I got out. But listen to this. Out of my 47 years, I've actually spent 42 years in solitary.
Wow.
42 years, and that's not just solitary, that's in cages, boxes, strip cells, the most max secure fucking concrete coffins you can think of.
When you look at that now, right, how do you think you kept your sanity? Looking back on the...
I ain't got a clue. Obviously, my training's kept me going. You know, I've lived for me training. I've never let go of me training. But I don't know. I ain't got a fucking clue.
Do you think...
I look back and I think, fuck me, did I really go through that shit?
Do you think your contact with the outside world, your artwork, your conversations with people like me on the phone and stuff like that, do you think that's helped?
Oh, without a doubt. Well, you know, my first 30 years, there was no fucking telephones.
Yeah.
You know, you was cut off from society. And them days I was moving between 12 and 18 times every year.
Yeah, that's right.
Like what you call a multiple transfer.
Yeah. Mad.
So, as soon as you was planning to visit me, the day you come to visit me, I'd be fucking moved.
Yeah.
So I was getting no visits.
Yeah.
But I look back on it and I just think to myself, well, it was what it was. It ain't going to go like that again. And I'm closer to getting out now than I've been in 30 odd years.
Yeah, that's right, mate.
I'm excited now, Steve.
I bet you are.
I'm nearly there, mate.
I know, mate. Fantastic, isn't it?
I am almost there.
Can't wait, mate, to see you on the other side of the bars.
We're going to have a nice meal together, mate. A nice bottle of wine.
Yeah.
I want to come out there and turn it round, mate, and let people realise just because you've been locked up for half a century don't mean your life's over.
2 years' time, and it'll not be Johnny Depp was in Newcastle, it was Charlie Salvador.
You fucking love it, mate. I love that.
Do us a favour, mate, will you? Do us a favour, mate. Do us that message for Linda Calvi again when you get 5 minutes as well. Just drop us a message again.
I don't know if you're. I'll phone back now and see if I can leave a message.
You did a while back, mate. You know when you did it last week about something.
I'll try it again. I don't know how it works now with these fucking silly messages.
It worked.
What was it for about Linda?
Just congratulations on a new book because you were reading it.
Right, I'll do that now.
And don't forget, if it doesn't work first time, it definitely works second time. That's my advice.
I'll try it now.
Okay, take care.
Don't pick up.
I won't. God bless. See you soon.